Hello and welcome back, everybody. I am with Prodx right here from Lemmings Effect.
Hello.
Really interesting game last time. Okay, the first map was you guys played incredibly.
Yeah,
So
I
talk
think
to us
we
about
played
that
well, yeah.
first.
Well, DM14 generally or historically is not our strongest map because we're aggressive, aim-heavy players, etc., etc. You know.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Czech guys beforehand, they gave us some pointers, and we thought about it, and we really we had a plan of what we were gonna do, right? And we, of course, you get a little bit lucky as well. We got the red control down. We were holding down the shotgun room with the rocket. One guy was always pushing for the rail, so even if he didn't pick it up, he did damage, or there was always something going on at those critical parts, the choke points. So they could never really enter the red. Ergo, we were quite stacked, and we could go for the BS, or we could try to damage quad, etc., etc. So it kind of like compounds.
Yeah.
So sure, it was a good game. They tried well actually with the delaying of the quad. Because if they luck out there,
that was close, man.
Yeah,
if Pavel managed to get the double power up then.
Exactly. If they luck out there and they, when the BS is over, they rape us at red with that quad, we are in serious trouble.
Yeah, it was.
Because they got red control, they're gonna go for the BS, then they're gonna attack the quad with the BS, and then you're gonna hate your life. And in fact, at the end, that's what happened. And Lars and I were at the quad, and we killed that BS because Lars took the quad, right?
Yeah.
And we killed that last one, and that's when we made a call: fall back, don't attack the red, because we have like a couple of frags lead, and we can.
I think it was that moment.
As
As soon as Pavel, I think it was Pavel who had the battle suit, and he couldn't do anything. I think 2 or 3 of you on him.
Yeah,
and
we
he
were
was
all shafting
he
him.
pinned his hopes on that quad. So.
Yeah. That worked in our favor.
But the first map was all smiley faces. We could hear the cries of joy.
Because we suck at DM14.
No, but what happened after?
Well, what happened after? It's
that's what it just suddenly. I don't know. I don't want to be harsh, but it's as if it just fell apart.
It did. That's not harsh. It's just realistic.
Yeah.
It just was nothing like us normally.
Like Purgatory.
But it wasn't. Yeah, but it wasn't any nerves or anything like that. I'm really convinced of that.
Was there nerves at the end of Grim Dungeons?
Yeah, obviously, yeah. At the end of Grim Dungeons, fair enough, But it wasn't like they completely just outplayed us.
Yeah.
On Purgatory, they owned the shit out of us, and it's sad but true.
Yeah.
So you can't go around that.
We were saying that maybe you took a little smoke break. We're saying maybe that played against you because it gave them time to think about.
No. These guys know what they're doing, And I mean, I heard a lot of people on the internet, they're all saying like, yeah, Cooler, this, that, he's a dual player, doesn't know how to play TDM, whatever. To anybody that says that, you have no clue what you're talking about because Cooler is a next level player and he knows very well what he's doing. So, I mean, that's just underestimating them. And we didn't underestimate them, they're just very good. They're just very good. And they beat us fair and square on Purg and on the other, whatever it was, Terminatria.
Yeah.
But for us, actually, what happened on both of those maps is also pretty clear. It's a pretty clear course of events that took place. Well, if we start with Purgatory, we don't have a great start, but all right, it doesn't matter, right? It's pretty random anyway, and you can regroup. And what we fail to do, and what these guys do very, very, very well, is they distribute their tasks really well, right? So if they get like a cycle going on of red, Pavel was pretty much alone at the Mega most of the time, but he was always stacked on weapons to actually take the Mega or contest it really well. So you're gonna have a hard time there already. All reds pretty much were contested by all of them. Rails, 2 or 3 people, right? And we failed to do that. Like if you're out of control, what you need to do, and we know that, it's just we refuse to do it for some reason, is you need to focus on one thing. So let's say they have control like that. You need to focus on taking the red, taking the shaft, or even if they have those rails and you can't get to the rail, take the red, take the shaft, contest the Mega, build that up for a couple of waves, and then you can start contesting that railgun. And then you can get that cycle going. And if you break that, you see what happens, They started out, they got control, and they never let go. And we never contested it properly, right? And then in the end, Lemmings on their best map gets mercy limited. Welcome to Prague land.
You were looking forward to playing against Deliberate Murder a lot, and it was
absolutely.
It was a very mixed match.
Yeah, but I mean, for us at least, it's clear what happened, right? It's clear what happened, and we never got our heads together as in, okay, this is the action plan. And generally, we don't even have to do that, right? It kind of just flows
Yeah.
on its own.
One moment, I'm
So
just making sure that we're going to hold
They
this
don't
game for
start.
2 minutes, and I think that actually the Russian players are getting food anyway, so we should be okay to keep talking.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
But either way, yeah, that we never got our heads together to, let's say, carry out like one mission first or one objective,
Yeah.
and then move on from there. I was like trying to get a hold of, let's say, my designated area. They were doing the same, but everybody was like doing their own
Hmm.
task.
It wasn't like merging together
Yeah,
like it
which-
was previously in Grim Dungeons. You know?
Exactly, which normally, like, if you're in control, you can delegate those kind of tasks, or you can do that way, right?
Yeah.
When you're, and especially us, we actually can't do that way.
Definitely.
But if we're out of control against players like these,
Yeah.
you need to regroup, you need to reorganize, and we failed to do it, and they abused it, they punished the shit out of us, and yeah, I mean, fair and square, you know.
Well-
So we should have. We should have been quicker on adapting or reacting to what's
Yeah, I
happening.
mean, I
Well,
guess it was down to that, but it just in the spur of the moment couldn't make it. But what about, you've played your games today? How are you looking forward to tomorrow's match? Your matches tomorrow?
I don't know. I mean, we still have to kind of discuss it. We'll see. We'll try to get some practices in. There's obviously some maps we're weaker on. I mean, we always knew, like, for Lemmings, this could like be a really good tournament or a really bad tournament. You can't really predict, you know. A lot of these guys, including myself. I mean, my last LAN was Adroids
Yeah.
for the first time in 10 years or something.
Yeah.
Lars as well. This is his first time, God knows when. Same goes for Kinko. Same. I mean, this is Splatter's first LAN ever.
Right. Okay.
So, you know, we
Wow.
lack on the experience part, and it can either go, you know, like if we regroup and we do our studying and we do our practice and whatever.
Yeah, just a lot of I could see, like, when I went and got you for an interview, like, I guess you were there just discussing what happened in the game, or
Yeah. Yeah. Like if we do that properly,
Mhm.
we might put down a good result, right?
Yeah.
If we don't regroup, if we don't do it properly, we're still, you know, able to lose out. That's a realistic possibility.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I don't know. I'm too pissed off to to. I can't imagine letting that happen. I really want to win some more games around here
Yeah, for sure.
because it's just too much fun. Like that DM14 was awesome, you know.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to do that, but
The atmosphere was great for it as well.
as far as I'm concerned, hats off to the Russians, man. There's not a lot of teams that can shut us down like that.
At the end of Grim Dungeons, it was just complete silence there. No one, not even the people watching, were saying anything. It was just, I think their heads were just locked into, okay, how are we going to repair? what we did, and
I can
my God,
imagine, but
the
they
recovery.
recovered really well, and that's also like a forte of Cooler. You know, the guy is blood pressure 0, and yeah, you know, and that's a strong thing. But I mean, you know, they did really well, and
Yeah.
they're really strong. So
Yeah, fair
I
enough.
mean, they shut us down. That's all.
Mm.
You know, so fair play.
Yeah, alright, man. I think we've got the games coming up very shortly. Thanks very much, though. I know it's often annoying for people, like they've just lost the game and they're coming, but I really appreciate that you've given us
No,
some
man,
really
it's nobody's
awesome answers.
fault. We're just gonna have to regroup, and that's it. I mean, they played well. We didn't react well. C'est la vie.
Yeah,
You know. So what? Now I'm gonna go cry and bash my face against the wall? No.
yeah. I'm sure we'll share a pint or something later anyway, but
Yeah. That's it. That's
thanks
it.
so much.
Take it easy, and everybody have fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Enjoy.
Nice one. Guys, that was Prodx there, giving us a bit of a very interesting insight, in fact, really what's going down in those games. As you guys saw, amazing Grim Dungeon.